Hello guys, hello. That's better. But hello guys, hello. And I was like, oh, I'm cold. A lot better. I kind of need to get my glasses because I'm blind. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I will be right back. 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. I didn't have to look for my glasses, which is great. Anyone who wears glasses knows them feelings where you can't see because you haven't got your glasses on, but you can't find your glasses. It's a fun time when it happens. Unfortunately, it didn't happen to me. Okay, glasses are on. Who have we got in chat? We've got Mama Deadhead. Welcome, Mama. Giving it the ew. Okay. Pizza Cake, Chase, Moon as well. Retro Chris, Cygnus or something, man. Mini Baker. Scroll down a little bit too fast. JFN, Jackery Jack, Strug, Dion Rafik. We have Soup as well. And that's it. That's it. Welcome to the chat, guys. Welcome to the chat. Those are the speakers. We do have a lot of people who just tune into the stream and don't type for whatever reason. It's cool. I don't mind. But if you ever feel to, guys, feel free. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? It's chilly today for me. Oh my gosh. I woke up freezing. I woke up freezing. I would go for Dwayne maybe, depending on what you need, support or attack. I can get a 5-star from Leagues. Who should I go get, or should I save it? I should save it. You should save it for next season. I mean, next season should be good for rewards, but we don't know what we're going to be getting, to be honest. So it was probably worth saving for next season. I haven't claimed anything this season on this region, but I'm probably just about to claim something. I'm probably going to claim... I'm going to claim Sandy. . And I might claim Tara as well. It really depends. I have to get this to claim Tara. Where is it? These missions have to complete themselves for me to claim Tara. These two. And they could be attached to the next update. They could be this at the end of this week. So if I get these, then I'll claim Tara. Otherwise, I will have to wait. I'll have to wait. Unfortunately. I know my chicken pick warmed you out. Definitely, definitely. I made the mistake. Actually, it wasn't a mistake. At the time, it was a good idea, but I went for a walk today, and I haven't been doing my walks in January that much, just because it is so cold outside. And it warmed me up, but outside is really cold. My God, how cold it is England these days. Really cold. It's just everything in England, even though it's probably colder in other places in the world, everything in England is just, everything has water and wind added to it. So, you know, even when it's warm, we get like tropic warmth. It just doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. Remember, Locke, I don't mind if you call me Synergy or Jay. I'll probably call you Jay just because it's easier to remember because of your name. Been running Andrea lead with Lewis, Barker, Eric, and Tyrese / Tara. Okay. You've got Eric in there as well. Lewis is nice. Tyrese decap, that's important. Doesn't sound too bad. I got a 14 with 6 stars thanks to Naya. She is amazing, not gonna lie. I'm hoping to get Naya, but I probably won't get her from the store. Or not in this region anyway. Locke, what are your predictions for new tunes in next season? We have talked about it a little bit of before. I can't really predict what they're going to be. I'd love for them to be particular things like, you know, Disarm and Decapitate are really needed. There's never been a free-to-play Disarm. There's never been a free-to-play Decapitate. They're always a lot behind RNG wheels. Some of them are behind worse RNG wheels than others. Like Disarm was on like Walker tokens, which is effectively Premiere, but you can get it for like 99p or 99 cents, whatever. They were in like Anniversary and stuff like that. Some of those wheels. Decap is behind like 5-star RNG wheels and basically Depot, but it's never been like open free-to-play. So those would be great. I think what we predicted was this character, where Naya is probably going to be a tough or alert character, but most likely tough. Most likely. And one of the uniques is going to be a fast character, just because we've never had a unique fast character. And the other one might be a strong, or the other one would be a tough again. Maybe. It's most likely not going to be alert a third time in a row, but you never know, it could be. But it'd probably be fast and strong and fast. It's almost, I would say it's almost definitely going to be a fast character. We've not had a fast character in the uniques. The only fast character we've had is Naya in the Ascendables. Last season was strong and alert. This season was tough and alert. So, and last season we did have 2 strongs because we had Kelly in the 3rd slot. So that's the guess. Fast character in next season's uniques and a tough character as the 2nd unique. And in the bonus slot, I think is going to be maybe a strong character. Maybe. Strong, fast, or tough. Just, I don't think it'll be alert again. You've been debating to get Sandy. The thing with these 2 characters, and the reason I still would want to get Tara, even though I don't think she's like going to be great for me in raids and stuff. There's a small thing that I want to try out with her within a raid team, but it's mainly because if you look at their titles, it just says League Season 2, League Season 3, League Season 1, and we're going to be the titles of these characters. They're uniques. They're never probably going to be available any other time again. It's going to be like a one-off thing. They could do like a limited time wheel, like in case you missed it sort of thing. But it's doubtful, you know, really doubtful. Let me scroll up to see some other things getting said. What are your predictions? Oh yeah, I read that. Got a stun gun. Congrats. Congrats. Hope your day's weekend. It's been alright. I've been a bit cold. I got a good night's sleep yesterday. Haven't had a good night's sleep in a while. I'm working pretty hard on stuff. And just going to bed late and waking up early. Bad combo. I'm gonna guess the 5-star ascendable for season 3 is gonna be Connor. Who have we had so far? We had Kelly, who was... I don't think they're gonna have a free-to-play now. Let's have a little look at the characters in Ascendance. Let's have a little look. It'd be a nice little idea to guess. It'll be an early character, I would have thought, even though Naya is fairly recent. Look at that. Naya isn't that far ago. She was released just after Telltale characters were, so she was only late last year. But I think it's going to be an early character. The other character that was Kelly, right? And he's there. There's Kelly. So let's have a little see. Who could it be? Okay, I don't think it's going to be any of these guys. They're a bit too early. I mean, it potentially could be someone who's not been in a wheel before. If anyone like sticks out for me, who I think it could be. I mean, it could be one of the Berserker characters like Anna or Romanov. I think this is where we're getting into. It's a bit late now. Like, these characters are too recent. I mean, Sophia would be pretty cool, I think. I don't think she's like mega. Basically, it can't be someone who's too powerful. Simple as that. It's not going to be someone who's too powerful. But these are too recent now. These are too recent. It's hard to say. It's hard to say, honestly. But it should be a specialist. Like, someone who would like... I love it to be a lacerator. I love there to be a lacerator in there, just for fun. Like, it's nice that we got Naya. Just because the Firestarter could be fun to use. We have got a Firestarter free to play from the roadmap if you picked her up. I don't know. The Maggie. Oh, talking about Maggie. Save this for you guys. It won't make sense to include TV characters. It isn't about making sense. It's just TV characters. They're not got the contract with the TV show. They're using comic book characters. A character being dead clearly won't mean they won't make it. I mean, yeah. I mean, look at the recent characters. I'm pretty sure all of these characters aren't alive. You know, fairly certain, 100%. And these are in the last 20 promos or 20 characters released. What's up, GB? How you doing, man? Might be tough or alert. I don't know about alert. I don't think it'll be. I mean, we've had one tough character so far, right? Let's say we've had 6 characters altogether from Ascendables. 2 have been alert. 2 have been. That's it. 2 have been tough. 2 have been. No wait. 2 have been alert. 2 have been strong. 1 fast. 1 tough. Yeah. So regardless of what happens next season, we're going to have one of those 3 traits get to 3. I'm not sure what it would be though. I need a human shield desperately, or a decap, as I don't have any of them. Yeah, I mean, hopefully there's going to be something like that in there. Like something that will make attacking a bit more fun. I don't know what it was like for you guys in War. War was a bit just... But yeah, attacking in War was a bit dull for me. I think a lot of it comes down to the towers, but just defense teams are just so ultra defensive now. It isn't fun to do. Any news on making the museum points viable? You mean actually usable? I don't know. They did say that they're planning to remove old collections. So like these collections down here, you can see there's so many limited time collections. I guess this just, it takes up, I don't know what it does. There might be a limited amount of collections they can you can have in your museum, for instance. I don't know how many. Let's say like 200. They might not have ever thought they'd get that many, and then they decide to add limited time ones, and it's more than 200 even here. But yeah, so they might have to remove old ones to put in new ones, and they did say that your museum score, collection score, would be like saved. So I don't know, maybe one day, you never know, the collection score could mean something. It'd be nice if you could use that collection score on something else. It could be something really basic. It could just be like a store with cans in it, you know, just so it's bonus cans, and then like for 20k points you can get a can, and then you can just choose what cans you want. So it's not going to be anything like too overpowered, but I could right now, I would be able to get like 25, 26 cans. Nothing too extreme, just a little bonus. But then being usable would actually be good. Locke, say goodbye to the Chicken Museum. Yeah, pretty much. Goodbye. Goodbye. How is the next characters for these three? Sean and... I don't think it's been like... nothing's been confirmed. Sean was, I think, seen as Season 4. This guy was originally meant to be a Leagues character. When he was originally leaked, he was called League. I think he was called Leagues. Fairly certain. I'm about to screenshot all my collections so I don't have no proof of them. I don't know what you... Oh, you mean the collections you've completed? It's only going to remove the ones that are limited time. Like these ones are going to remain. But the limited time collections, most of them are bugged anyway. Like if you look back, most of them are just got the wrong tokens in there, and a lot of the time, even if they've got bags in there, they're wrong. There was one, the Ezekiel one that gave bags, had a really nice iconography as well. Here you go. It's giving war tokens now because they reuse the same base assets a lot, because there's gonna be a limited amount of things they can do. It's a mobile phone game after all. Like, this isn't an MMORPG where it's like 20 gigabyte download on my PC. It is literally a 300 megabyte download on your phone. So like they can't have loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of assets. It can't work that way. I guess that should be kind of obvious. Have it unlocked a depot slot like P12 does. Oh yeah, I guess. I actually made Prestige 12 last week, so now I get to buy Larry. So tempting. If it was on sale, I might actually, but yeah. I've got some other things to claim. I think I have... I'm not sure. Should I do these on stream? Do you guys want to watch me do this? I guess I can just do it while I'm chatting. I hope I get the bennies. That's the only thing I actually want is the bennies. Other than that, not really bothered. What exactly is a legacy character? Like some toons become 5-star Ascendables? Yeah, pretty much. Like we recently had Donnie, who's been a 5-star for a long time. He's been in Ascendance for ages, and he was just recently added to be Ascendable. Pretty much as simple as that. And if you already had Donnie, you can ascend him straight away. If you had him maxed out, you can ascend him like the second he gets released. Sometimes some of them are leaked. Sometimes, at least there used to be lists like published of which characters are going to be coming out, but it doesn't look like they're going to be doing lists anymore, which is a shame. I think lists were nice. It was nice for me as a content creator to, you know, create content around that. I actually had big plans for the next list. I had different ideas of how I could do stuff, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. I got Herschel from those crates. Congrats. I don't think I'm going to get this crate because they are trolling us with the offer. I got 36 from coming second in war, and then the offer's for 3 and you need 40. It's like, that can't be a mistake. They must know that you need 40. Where am I going to get that extra one from? Must be a mistake. Need to claim 10 or something in this. Or just claim all or something. 5 birds. Someone said there's a basil bug. What's the basil bug? 10 birds. 2 Brady's. Wouldn't mind the trainers. Just to level up characters that I just claimed. So what's with the gravy boat event? It's a premiere event, so generally means there's not much information about it. That's what happens with premiere events. Just never really release that much information. Unfortunately. They just drop it and then you just have to start kind of either work it out. And my idea with the premiere events is just like they're generally quite expensive to get stuff done. And the only way you can really get stuff done is if you put money towards it. Initially, it looked like this Magna could potentially have been decent. Like, in terms of the offer, it looked like it was 40 pulls got you Magna, but it was actually 160 pulls because they changed the amount you needed to pull, which was a bit dodgy. Bit of a switcheroo, which is a shame. There's just no need for it, to be honest. I'll open the rest of these later. It's boring for me to do it. Jeez, like if you see these offers, these characters, you can see below the characters that are going along. It says open 10 more to receive bonus items, and it shows a Benny, these legendary medals and elite item tokens. And then if you go to Holly, it has exactly the same deal. A Benny, these legendary tokens, and 500 elite item tokens, and it's 10 more. Then when you go to this guy for the gravy boats, it's 40 more. And it hasn't been 40 more for, I can't remember when the last time it was 40 more. Like, it was so long ago. But if you times that by 4, which looks like, you know, 40 pull would equal 500 gravy boats. I don't know, they could have put 30 in there and just made it 10 for 30. But it just seems a little bit shady to me that doing that. But hey, what can you say? I just want Julie. Well, good luck. Good luck. The gravy boats get you this Premier Collection. You can get Magna. This is the right one? Correct. You can get Magna Shield. You need to do 160 pulls to get this though. So it cost you, or it cost me, £320 to do 160 pulls. And you get an Impair gun as well. It's on defense gun when being attacked, yeah. If you have Premier characters, if you have all of these, you get 800 gravy boats. You have to have every single one. I did see a post on the forum saying like you needed one of these. Now you need every single one of these, which is generally going to be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pulls as well. There's going to be someone out there who's only got like 2 of these or 3 of these. And then the other ones are you handing gravy boats for gear. It's pretty decent bags, but yeah, it's just a premiere event. When you see something say premiere in the museum, or premium, sorry, premium collection, it means you're gonna have, basically it's saying you need to drop money for this. There's no free to play element in this at all, pretty much. Pretty much. Can I? Nope, I cannot. Eric, you're gonna have to wait. You are gonna have to wait. No gold coins in leagues this time around. I think it's just for the qualifier week. I can't remember if it was like that last season, if anyone can remember whether we got gold coins in the qualifier week last season. I honestly can't remember. But it could just be the qualifier week. If it's the entire season, well, and what's the point of leagues, honestly? honestly. Okay, let me lock these. These are from war. Would have preferred a bag, but hey. Got any 3-star trainers? No. 4-star trainers? I do. Leave one. Pretty sure I claimed this. Yeah. It's like, I've seen this before. I'm pretty sure I claimed that. That's what happens if you claim a reward that you've already claimed. It reloads the game. That's what it does. Buy promos to get a 5th one for free. I think most of the people who have those 4 promos probably have Magna already, to be honest. So it's more that they're going to get gear. Collection 3 is 400 and collection 2 is 400. Oh, there's another one as well, collection 1. Oh no, it's a different thing. So there's 4 collections, but it would be like, I think the people who will have all 4 of these will probably have Magna already, to be honest. If they're the kind of person who has all 4 of these, they're the kind of person who just pulls for every single promo. Basically. Until they get that promo. And there are people like that out there. Yeah, this is the offer I was talking about. Where you get 3 walk tokens and most people need 4 or 8. That's pretty funny. You can buy Alpha for £72. Okay. Buy Andrea for £33. No. And see, what I don't understand is where are the rest of the war tokens? There's no other offers for war tokens. That's it. And you're meant to be able to get, how many have you meant to get? It's a lot, right? It's 100. You need to get 100. They're not even selling that many. It's almost as if this is meant to be more longer than 4 days. It's meant to last more than 1 war. At least that's the way it seems. I don't know. I got 32 war tokens, no more. I need 8 war tokens more for the box. Yeah, I don't even think, like I say, it's not even like they're allowing you to buy that. So I don't know. You'll better like the stream. I thank anyone who did give the stream a like. I've seen rumors from JB about Tier 7 Faction Assault. Tier 7 Faction Assault would be interesting. Tier 6 is pretty straightforward, to be honest. Lockdown, make the better stream. I like the stream of Lockdown. Oh, okay, thank you. Do you buy offers? Because I got scammed 21 bucks out of it. I mean, how? The offer shows what you're gonna get. I only buy offers that I think are good value. Generally, there's not many because a lot of them have a lot of things that I don't want to get. Like right now, I don't really go for higher tier offers anyway. I go for cheaper offers. But there's a lot of just side things I wouldn't want. I guess this makes sense because it's all gear related, so that's fine. There is a little bit of food in here, but when it's giving you stuff that you don't want in there, I mean, like this one. There's just so much in here that it's all different stuff. You got some of it's mod related and some of it's like a wheel related. This one, again, same deal. They've massively overvalued these survivor tokens as well. This is a 5-star. Massively overvalued. And like I said with this one, I mean, if you want these, you're gonna have to get these to get it. So I mean, it just puts people off buying it, surely. I wouldn't imagine it's gonna entice people. It'd be better if it was better value and just the thing they wanted. I have 20 energy of raids for the next faction raids. Congrats, that's nice. I think my raid counts are pretty low on this region. 28, nice getting back up. My war cans are mad low. Look at that, 6. On my other region, I've got over 100 war cans. That's crazy, right? That's the difference between ghosting towers and not ghosting towers. 100 cans, basically. Is the monthly subscription worth it? If you think it's worth it, then it's worth it. I was going to get it because I had an Amazon gift card, but you can't get it on Amazon, unfortunately. So that Amazon gift card went to something else. For me, it seems to be mainly for newer players, though. Like, for me, most of these things don't mean much. The free character per daily pool is cool. And the 100 character cap. The rest doesn't mean anything to me, really. The production doesn't mean anything. The crafting parts doesn't mean anything. I get tons of parts. I can just make them. It's not really hard. The unlimited team cost, I mean, I've got the max it can be anyway. The bonus is quite cool. Let me just get the bonus to pop up. Should pop up now. Okay, maybe I have to be on this window. It's not going to pop up. Okay, well, there's bonuses right now for each week you log in. Like, the first week was Benny's, then Ulysses, then Lilith, I think, and then gear. So with those bonuses, it might be worth it, but it's still quite expensive. It's only good if you're really someone who spends money anyway. If you spend a lot of money on the game anyway, it could be cool to get a free pull every day. You're kind of forced to pull whatever you can, though, so you can be pulling characters you don't want to pull for already. I don't see the Andrew or Alpha offer. It might pop up for you in a bit. Sometimes offers take a while to pop up. I mean, I can understand this Andrew offer with all the gear, because I'm pretty sure that's all the gear you need to get her to 6-star maxed out. So this is, again, this is pretty good for a new player. If this has got, if it had like 8 bennies as well, it'd be even better. So you could straight, oh no, she's a straight 6-star already. So she's already a 6-star. So this is good for a new player. Andrea isn't amazing, but she is pretty decent as a leader. But a lot of these things are just aimed at new players. I purchased it and it gave me it, then my game crashed, then it disappears. You probably still got it. You probably still got it, whatever it was that you bought. Like, I've done 10 pulls. Well, I haven't done it, but I've done 1 pulls before when I was switching regions to do 1 pulls on my when I did the week free subscription to whatever it's called, Survivors Club. And when I did that free subscription, I was switching regions just to do some pulls to test things in like beta regions as well. And when I did the pull, it just crashed sometimes if I did it too quickly after loading my game. I have like 50. I'll give you some cans. Yeah, I don't mind. I haven't run into. It's just the second I don't have any cans to war, it's just like, okay, that's great. I did like the extra roster space. Yeah, the extra roster space was nice, but I realized what I did with the extra roster space is I just maxed out my roster again. Like, I only seem to play with the last 20 to 30 slots. I think most people only do. I mean, I need to trim my roster massively down. I've got a lot of 4-stars that I haven't leveled to do Ascension with. I've got a lot of 5-stars as well, to be honest. Over half my rosters are 5-stars. But then loads of them are 4-stars as well. And I don't need the 4-stars. I could just sell them. But I kind of like ascending. I've got no one to ascend right now, though. Oh yeah, I can do this. I was going to do the Zeke. I'll ascend the Zeke. So I can trim my roster size a little bit again. And we'll use dupes on the Ascension. Not you. Even though I don't really care about characters in terms of collecting and stuff, I only really care about Telltale characters. And even then, like, I haven't really put much effort into holding onto those. What's that green Tyrese? He's a rarer character, I believe. Where is he? This guy. I can't remember what he turns into. He turns into like an armored Tyrese. Got all the gear on. Who am I gonna get? Who am I gonna get? Is that Rosa or Leia? It's Rosa. Leia's a 4-star. That's a troll, you know? Tried for so many times to get Rosa. I've got her actually quite a few times from Ascending, to be honest. Even the 410 roster space, I can barely keep it under control. Yeah, I mean, it is tough. It is tough. Got to start leveling those 4-stars, really. Got to start leveling those 4-stars. I mean, I don't even think I've got a 3-star in my roster right now, and that's how messed up my roster is. I've actually got quite a few 3-stars as well. I'm leveling 1 3-star to just ascend. I should probably just sell 3s, but like I said, I like ascending. I like ascending. It's fun. I don't know. It's just fun. I thought that he was unreleased. He's just really rare, I think. I had Wanderer locked in Prestige 12 slot for my depot for the 5th or 6th time. Is that normal? It's just random. It's random who's in Prestige 12. Do you buy coins or do the offers? I don't buy coins, but I do Tapjoy offers and I do the 30-day pass. And I do league coins, basically. I can get like 2k to 2.3k. I think I worked it out that with doing Tapjoy videos per day, league coins, and login rewards, I get around 2.2 to 2.3k per week. And then after that, it's basically if I get a good offer on Tapjoy, I could get lucky enough. I have got some of those sunflower tokens on my other regions, so I'll open those. I'm kind of just hoping I don't get those annoying survival tokens, because I'm not going to be able to get enough to get a pull. Do you have Wanderer? Is he good? He's okay. He's only good against specific teams, you know, that have good alert lineups or strong lineups. I'd prefer to have Jeremiah. You know, guarantees. Jeremiah, Connor, you know, those sort of debuffers. I think Spencer's good as well. Ones that guarantee a debuff is much better. But he's not terrible. He's okay for everything else except raids, pretty much. Faction Assault, where you can guarantee what traits you're coming up against, he's pretty decent. World Map is fine. He does decent damage. And he's an okay-ish leader if you're really desperate for a leader. I'm not sure. I think I've got 2 pulls on this wheel. Whatever it's called. Sunflower Stash. Gold mods. Any of the trainers. Any of the gear. Just not silver mods or those tokens. So you know I'm probably going to get those. Is this a good team? Okay, so I get some of the damn tokens. Oh god. I was so happy with Mono and Rosie. Best attack tune. Nice. I got another one. That's great. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. As in, not very good at all. I'm not going to... Even if I get that last pull, which I'm probably going to do, I'll probably get 2 million at least to get the last token. Even if I get those tokens, I'm probably not going to get 20 more to get the pull. Even if there was an offer for like 1. Oh wait, there's featured, right? There's a featured sunflower token bag. How much is that? 350? Nah. Nah. I don't even care if it's a guaranteed. Like 5-star. Locke, you like Major Gavin, right? I remember you happy reactions from your vids when you got him from Ascend. No, I don't actually. I don't. The reason I react to getting Major Gavin is because he's a blue and he is a command, and I'm generally going for the other blue command, which is Sadiq. So it's just like, yeah, great, thanks, mate. Absolutely fantastic. That's fantastic. I have been leveling up Tara, as you can see. She's nearly maxed out. I've got Reno. You got Lucky right now, so we'll see how she does. Got some little plans for her. Maybe she'll do well. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Question from the free trial. Do you think... wait, do they take the new Andrea away? Anything else? No, you keep the Andrea, but You have to be on Survivors Club to be able to get the items to like tier her up, upgrade her. Basically. Eric Lee, Dante, Glenn, Cal, and Hunter. That's pretty decent. That's a good defense team. You've got everything there. You've got one more spot, I think, right? No, you've got all your 5 spots are taken up, but you've got like anyone's attackable in that team. You're going to have to be windowless. You're going to have AP down and Imperial defense. Otherwise, people are going to just gain AP easily. I'm new, looking for tips. What's a good way to level 5-star characters up fast? You Got Lucky is the easiest way. You need to get your scavenge camp to level 10. And you need to do the scavenge missions. I'll show you which ones you should stop at. It's called a gold mission. It isn't giving you coins or gold. It's just the color of the background. And I stopped on it, I believe. I might be slightly ahead. Basically, you don't get prestige missions until you do a certain amount of these missions. I can't show you. But it's called a gold mission. On my other region, I did all of them. So I've unlocked every single scavenge camp mission. And the scavenge camp mission is this one that you want to be doing. You get 100,000 XP, and you can give 20,000 XP to 5 characters. Because it splits it between them. And that's just easy. An easy way to level them up. Other than that, just run world map. Characters that drop, you put into your characters. And then train 2 stars. Like this. Hoard up 2 stars. Claim your 2 stars. And then level up your characters. Pretty much as simple as that. It can take a while when you're newer to the game. Because you don't have the resources to just level up quickly. But you'll get there. You know, just make sure you're leveling up characters that are really useful. And know that the last tier isn't really that useful for characters that haven't got these gold stars on them. You see like a character like this, he's got a gold star under his name. It says Nox 5 stars and then a gold star or an orange star. That means you can go into a 6-star. If you're new to the game, you don't really need to level up people who don't have that, you know, past tier 3. So I can get this guy up to tier 3 and just sort of leave him there. And I wouldn't even force level him past like level 40 where it'll start getting more expensive. Just chill a little bit. Use your resources on characters that you can ascend. Because 6 stars are so powerful. Even if you've got a 6-star that's tier 1, level 1 and not upgraded, he's already powerful. More powerful than a lot of characters. Like Dwayne here's got more stats than any 5-star in the game. And he's tier 1, level 42. So getting your hands on 6 stars is really good. Really important. Let's finish this gear map. Let's finito the gear. I used the free Charl, but I got nothing. Got nothing from what? From Survivors Club. You need to do the pool yourself. 2 territories, 5 extra. Yeah, that works as well, but that only lasts for an hour. People are going to take that off you straight away, just because of how territories work now. But there's an XP roadmap that pops up. Jimmy probably did mention that too. You got lucky scav mission. Stocking up in trainers, yeah. But there's an XP roadmap that pops up all the time to give you XP. And leveling up gives you more energy. More energy gives you, more farming potential to get gear. Your gear is going to be a really big lock when you're new to the game as well. I use the Maggie Firestarter in attack because the Maggie has a good weapon, double attack, special skill. I mean, you don't have to put her weapon in her hands. You can give her weapon to anybody. But she's good because she's got focus. That's really, really good for an attack team. You can go past shields with focus. The rest is a bonus, in my opinion. You have to be Prestige 8 before you got Lucky Ever Shows. Oh, really? They added that. Don't think it takes too long to get to Prestige 8, right? How much Prestige points is that? Is that like 30-day login? Do you have problems not having enough work gloves? I'm okay most of the time. Would you use 2 Spencers? I mean, I guess you could. I guess you could. Let me see. Yeah, my work gloves are well down, but it's because I was training 2 stars with work gloves for ages, and now I'm going to shirts, and I switch between them. So now I'm going to be getting work gloves and spending shirts. Right now, the one I'm training is this one. And this is going to use gloves. Oh no, this is going to use shirts. I would assume it's shirts. Medical training. Yeah, shirts. But this one, which I've already trained, where I've got 2000, is tactical training. And that uses gloves. So, yeah, you can see the issues. You need help with the Maggie roadmap. I think I got some extra bits. Like, up until Maggie's AR, it's fairly straightforward. I went with the harder missions just to get gold mods. And I think it's fairly straightforward until the AR map, where it starts to get a little bit more difficult. Basically. I think I aced this, but someone died right at the end. I think it showed in my video. And I could have just waited out to get them revived, but I couldn't be bothered, if I'm honest. I bought 2 of the 70 coins gear offers to start. Now alternate between using the 2 I have over the 1,000 each. Yeah, alternating between the 2 is the best way. You don't need to do these upper crafts anymore, whatever they're called, upper training. Like Generalist. It uses 1 of each, and you get a specific thing like a citizen, or you get a specific thing like a hunter. You don't need to do this anymore. These base 4, you only need to use gloves or shirts. But the reason people used to do this way back is because they wanted to level up a specific person's rush, you know, like soldier. But now you don't need to do that, to be honest. So it's all good. What's up, Mahmoods? How you doing? Persona specific cost double resources and give half output. It gives the same output, but it costs twice the resources, yeah. I mean, it doesn't really... It costs a lot more food as well, I think. 6,500 versus 1,600. But the food cost isn't really a big deal these days. It's mainly the fact that you just don't need specific traits anymore. Sorry, not specific traits, specific personas. So you don't need to up people's rushes. The people who you're trying to rush up their levels are ascendables, and once they're 6-star, you've got to start their rush increase again anyway, so it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Okay, I completed that. I don't have Legendary unlocked yet. Legendary is like where you used to store stuff. Like right now I've got some in Legendary, but I'm not doing it to store it, I'm just doing it to train it. You don't need to train, you don't need to store in Legendary anymore because we've got so much energy, we get so many survivors, you can actually just store in 2 stars now, which is much better. And because you don't need to train a specific type of 2-star, like I mentioned, like back in the day you might have just specifically needed like rebels, so you do guerrilla, or you specifically needed generalists, citizens. Most people didn't need to train citizens because we got to get them dropped so much, but hunters as well is quite one that was heavily needed. You'd have to wait to see which characters you needed, then do a specific training, and then start training those for like a character that you get dropped or in an event or win in a tournament, whatever. But now it doesn't matter. Like I said, it doesn't matter. So you can just plow it all into whatever. Like generalists, just avoids. Just the first 4 is like, what is it called? Is it medic, weapons training, medical training, strategic training, and tactical training. It gives like 1 of like 3 different personas. Most of them, I think, medic gives 2, where it's peacekeeper and citizen. You can use elite to store survivors. Yeah, you could use elite as well, but you don't need to store anymore. You can just bypass that altogether now and just store in 2 stars. Because we got such high energy cap, 86, you get survivors like, and especially now that these last, like these roadmaps, they actually drop a ton of survivors now, whereas before they used to drop barely any survivors. Well, maybe not that one because that was only just recently released, but like 23, the last stage used to drop no survivors. It would be like 15 or 20 survivors, and now you can get up to like 80. So yeah, it's pretty good. I just tried to show all my survivors training 2 stars constantly myself. Yeah. That's all you need to do, really. I'm deciding to either send Maggie, Healer 1, and Dwight. Who should I go for? I got 6-star Andrea and Zeke. Are those your only characters? I mean, right now you've got an attack leader and a defense leader, so you don't need the 2 that you talked about. Like, you don't need them. But either would be fine. Dwight would work more on an attack team, and Maggie would work more on a defense team. Is S7 good? S7's good, I guess. The rating of your team is just about the stats added together, that's all. Generally doesn't mean much until you get up to S9+. That means you've got a good leader for your team. Like you could have a bad leader right now, for all I know. Peacekeeper and leader, I think, are medical. Oh, okay, there we go. It's been ages, like, until since I've really tried to think about that. I know it's peacekeeper, but that's it. Just because, I mean, I don't train it for any other reason except just leveling characters rather than trying to get AR pops. Is there a certain region that is better than others? I'm not sure what the difference is other than your region. There's no difference. Generally, it's just age of the region, but it doesn't really mean as much now because people can transfer. You could have had people in older regions transferring to newer regions, you know. There are some regions that have got bigger population than others, but that hasn't got anything to do with that region specifically. It's just that's the way it is for them. When you think you're going to make your solo push, I'm getting close to ready. I'm pretty sure I'm going to try in this tournament. I'm trying in this tournament. I'm not really sure though. Don't even know if it's worth it, to be honest. Because you have to come first, right? You have to come first. Yeah, pretty much you have to come first. There's still 2 weeks left though, so I could come second to third twice. I could probably do that. Eric is my leader and he benefits a lot from me. Yeah, Eric is good. Eric is really good. I think he's a really good leader. I've got him on this region, but I can't get him up any higher because gear is massively a problem. Will war tokens roll over, or do you lose them if you don't use them? From what I've seen, this is it. You've got to use them. I'll use the last of my 13. Just wish they didn't take so long to open the stuff. Like, it's this bit here. This little... Like, skipping it here, that's not too bad. But it's this bit. Like, yeah, I don't need the... I know what I got. I know what I got. I know what I got, buddy. If an offer pops up where I can buy 4, I probably would. I don't know why the hell there's an offer for 3. It does not make no sense. Who needs 3? Yeah, 12 more. Thanks. Thank you. Ah, you need to get the gear still. Okay. That's cool. Do all regions get free elite tokens daily? No, not all regions. Mine is tier 3 level 8. Oh, what can I? Actually, that's not too bad for me. What else can I get? I want that Benny. If I can't open everything here, I want that Benny. Ha ha ha. Thank you. Thank you. It's nice when it works. Nice when it works. 3 more. I'm gonna sell these trainers. 1 more. What can I get in the last 5? Probably the weapon tokens or the legendary tokens, I guess, would be more beneficial for me. There we go. Hopefully there's something that I can buy a little offer that doesn't have anything attached to it. That would be nice. Okay, let's level up Maggie a little bit. Those trainers. Where is she? There she is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My gear situation in this region is horrendous. I don't know how, but it just is. Especially Hunter. I must be just like leveling up and ascending so many Hunters or something. I don't know. It's absolutely terrible. Okay. Now look at my Hunter situation. I think all the other ones are okay. Like that. I got 80, 88. Wait, where's the 4-star ones? Something on here. Like, that's Hunter. I got 6 police shields. The rest are like in the 30s. It's 144 long coats. I don't know why. I have no idea why. And I do the gear map a lot, you know? I don't get. Look at leagues. Do all regions get free tokens? There is a crate right now in leagues, depending on where you finished. This crate here. It's got 1 of every single trainer in it. Same as last season. I think you have to be in platinum to get that. So just claim that if you finished in platinum, basically. I actually broke down and bought the offer with 10 and 2 canteens in GPS yesterday for 20 to push me over to stash 2. Okay, nice. Why is there a Blitz war next week and not this week? Would have been much better. Yeah. Yeah. You think coins are gone from leagues for good? I don't think so. I don't think so. I can't remember, but I think they were gone in the first qualifier week last season. It's a shame there isn't something else in this week. I think this is increased league tokens. I could be wrong though. I'm not 100% certain. You didn't get another weapon. I think that was just sort of like a inaugural season thing. I was tempted to try and push for diamond, so I'm kind of happy I didn't now. I was in League 4 or 5 of Plat, and it just would have cost a lot of cans to do it and a lot of time, so I'm just like, I'm kind of happy I didn't do it now. Are you not participating? I don't really try and score points unless there's a tournament on. I'm a tournament player more than anything. I don't raid when there's no raids tournament on. I can't be bothered. Raiding is just so dull. It's so dull. I did start doing auto raids with this team. Basically, the second I get a red lead, I just auto on the leader. I started losing a lot of raids doing that, but at least it's not boring. I could still potentially win. I could still potentially lose. So I don't know. Second I take out certain characters, we are good basically. But I could easily lose a raid like that. I'm half tempted to boss that team out and just take it in war as well, to be honest. I hate this guy. Mad tanky. He doesn't heal himself though, does he? I think I'm eventually gonna kill him. I don't want to go up against this team because that could have melees behind it. I'm just glad my faction ended it in Gold 1 last season, so now we can skip to Gold 5. Yeah, that's a massive bonus. I think my faction just got into top plat or something. Oh, sorry, top bronze. So we lose out, unfortunately. You should name that team Duke Nukem. I need the mods. If I get the mods for it, it's going to be amazing. They're still running silver mods at the moment. I tried to use this in war a little bit. It didn't work. It didn't work. Everyone was running blue and green teams, and it was pretty dreadful. Probably, I'd go ahead and say that war was probably the worst war for me I've ever had in terms of enjoyment, just because the towers were that bad. Wow, no crits really. That was pretty impressive. That was pretty impressive. Okay, I gotta be careful here because they're so split up. And I could kill her by accident. I kind of just gotta take out these guys up here. Okay, we're good. Like, they'll probably heal, but no big deal. Nope. Bro, you're running blue-green. Well, I mean, I had to. Who wouldn't take advantage of the towers? But I think the towers shouldn't work like that. It was terrible. My defense team on Upson's like really good. And it's so random that my defense team on Upson is much better than Henry. My Henry defense team is this team. And I'm still getting defense, but it's nowhere near as strong as Upson. Nowhere near. On Upson, I've got 3 revives. And I shield. And the damage dealer being in there as well was nice. My attack team's better on this region in terms of just pure power. Because I have an actual decent melee attack team. Like, this melee attack team works. On my other region, I don't have a melee attack team, really. Yeah, I mean, free-to-play attack characters have been bad. Like, historically. It's been okay defensively, especially now Eric's here. And then if you got lucky on a wheel with, like, a Koa or something, like I did, basically your team's set. Can you show me your dev team in Upson? Yeah. It's like S9 plus team. I got a few defense. It's not super spectacular, you know. I mean, I've just been lucky on wheels. I haven't got any like ultra rare premium characters or anything like that. That's the defense team. And I'm gonna put Tara instead of Dwight. I don't know how useful Dwight was. I was hoping that he was actually getting some kills because he has over 3k damage and he has like nearly 2.7k defense as well. So he's quite hard to kill behind Eric. But obviously they're all slow. That's the only thing, they're all slow. The weapons are good though. AP downs and all in pairs. Yeah, much nicer team. I think with Tara it would work better. Spire soon, yeah. It's fine, mate. That's absolutely fine. But my attack teams in Upson are absolutely terrible. Even though I do have Sadiq, it just doesn't work anywhere near as well. It's like a one team sort of thing that I've got going on in Upson. I relied on Wayland and Sandy heavily. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's 100%. That'll be where it goes. You hit S9 Plus as well. Nice. Congrats. I'm not sure what my team is here. It probably is S9 Plus as well. Very close. Yeah, there we go. S9 Plus. S9 Plus doesn't really mean anything. You know, that team is nowhere near as good as my team on my other region, but the same rating. I kind of got annoyed with Eric just because of his damn defense buff. His defense buff was nasty. I'm probably going to lose this. Oh my, no, I'm not. Okay, we're good. I was going to say I'm going to lose this because of because Eric's got a revive, but he got stunned, so we should be okay. I'll try and take her out. Wow. 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 Unpopular opinion of the day, Sadiq isn't great anymore. Well, since Andrew's come out, he's not as useful, but he can still command a Tyrese turn 2. That's still powerful, man. That's still powerful. Like, no matter how you think about it, being able to command Tyrese turn 2, especially as you've got damage dealing, like damage buffing characters that can pop turn 2, like Kate and stuff. So Tyrese can have extra attack because of that. That's really, really strong in my opinion. Oh, this is juicy. Oh, taking damage. Taking damage. Taking damage. They could all pop turn 2 with this. I gotta take out her first turn. She's almost got a rush already, man. I've got to kill her turn 1, basically. They're all gonna rush otherwise. Yeah, I've got to kill her turn 1. It's doable. Okay, good. She can still get revived, right? 1. One's got the rush. Okay. Just need to take out... Oh, damn. I need to take her out. Okay, there we go, good. That team looks a ton of fun. It's very much win or lose. Like within the first 2 to 3 turns. Very much. Doesn't really work too well against shields. But what I'm gonna do is instead of Mirabar, put Maggie in there. If Maggie had stun cleanse, she would have been so much better. Like obviously, but she would have worked so well for me. Okay, so I won 6 raids out of 6 there. It can go really bad though. And I got 10 season tokens for this season. Yay! Command's not as easy anymore. Command's not as needed anymore. Maybe. Is Sandy, Waste Not, and Rick Rise to Power good? Yeah, both are pretty good damage dealers. Especially if you don't have anyone else. Within raids, it's questionable. The best thing about Sandy is that she can work quite well with Alpha because she has an entire team defense down for 1 turn. If you time the rushes, she can work really, really well with like they can work really well together. I mean, the reason Sadiq isn't great is because of Andrea, pretty much, because everyone can get their rushes a turn earlier. That's what was so good about Sadiq. Is basically Andrea is a full team command in that sense that she gives everyone their rush 1 turn earlier on attack teams. But I'd still say the combo with Tyrese and Sadiq is really important. Because Tyrese can potentially not pop until turn 3. Whereas other characters can pop turn 2. Yeah. I mean, sorry, Tyrese could potentially not go off until turn 4. Because if he's not attacked in his first 3 turns, he will have to go off on turn 4, which is really bad. So I'd say you kind of need a Sadiq for Tyrese to be really, really good. Because he's just too slow right now. But there are other nice characters that are kind of just written off because of the way that raids work now. I'd really wanted to use Aiko, but she's... Like, you could destroy characters with her. I was destroying a couple of characters, getting like 2 characters out of the way with her rush. And really important characters against alert teams, you know? One-shotting one Erica and then killing another Erica next to her. Because I had someone who did defense down and trait damage against Erica with Waste Not was just doing so much damage. Can I find Decap Tyrese in Supply Depot? Yes, you can. You can pop up in Supply Depot. There are a couple of ascendables that are still in Supply Depot. I think you can get him in Training Grounds as well from Legendary Training. This is really, really rare. I pulled this guy from Training Grounds before he was known to be a revive, so I can't be like, oh, I pulled a revive. But I pulled this guy from Training Grounds. I did a 100 pull and a 99 pull. I think it was in my other region where I pulled him on a 99 pull. What weapon should I give Green Disarm Bruce? It's up to you, man. It's up to you. If he's on defense, he kind of would need AP down, I guess. Otherwise, he's going to be a window. Quite a big one. On attack, you can sometimes just go with a stat weapon and not have stun on attack. But stun on attack is so useful. Even though people can resist it, it's still just so useful. When Carl rushes and gives his pain split to an alert, I love how the decap goes through to both. Yeah, I've decapped 3 people with Tyrese Rush before. It'd be awesome to try and like get a couple of pain splits in the same team and try and decap 4 people with 1 rush. That would just be so fun. What else am I doing? I don't know. I'm in the same situation on this region, got 36 as well. Maybe an offer pops up for 4. Maybe they realise that people need multiples of 4 not multiples of 3. And hopefully if it does pop up with 4, it's just 4 tokens and not trainers as well. Don't want trainers or food for a stash. What tips can you recommend a new player? Just spend your energy. You don't have to log in that many times when you're a new player. You can log in every like 12 hours. When you wake up, when you go to bed, pretty much. That's all you need to do. But spend your energy up here. And try and progress through the world map, but don't spend your energy on things you're failing consistently at. So if you get to a stage, I can't remember where it is, I think it's either the prison or Steel Bridge early on, like that's where there's a big skill jump in terms of how difficult things get. You can replay old missions and just replay old missions that you complete just to get XP, just to get characters dropped, just to get weapons and stuff. Don't worry about doing that too much. There is a tutorial video on my channel about how to kill walkers and zombies easier. Like a headshot instant kills a walker, so you can build teams to do that. But then there are roadmaps that are pretty important. Like, they see these gear roadmaps. Don't pay too much attention to these ones in Ascendance just yet. But there is one called I never remember what it's called. Boot Camp, I think. And it gives you XP, and you basically, my level you can see in the top left hand corner is 138. If you can get your level up quickly, you're going to be getting free stuff. Your energy pool gets higher. Right now for me it's 86, but it doesn't just, your energy doesn't just get higher, it actually refreshes quicker as well the higher you level up. I think when you're low level it's like every 7 minutes, where at my level it's every 5. So yeah, it's pretty important. And yeah, just try and compete in events as you can. Like the rewards for this event, like if you can get to 50k level up points, you're going to get a reasonable amount of stuff. Even though it's not a huge amount, it's a reasonable amount. You can get a little bit of stuff. If there's a login event to get a character, try and log in every day to just get the character that is part of the event, that sort of thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you run into any problems, I do have a Discord. The link is in my description of this video, and you can feel free to ask there. Either I or someone else will give you a hand. And try and enjoy the game. Try and enjoy the game. Can you link the tutorial video? I can. It's a pretty straightforward tutorial. It's just teaching you about weapons, leaders and characters that work with Walker zombie stages. Just find it. Walker. No videos are found. Pretty sure that you need to give me the right video then. There we go. Hello survivors, welcome to another... It's like a year old. There you go. Appreciate the sub, appreciate it. There's some other YouTubers that pop into my channel from time to time. Mama Deadhead and GB's Head are here quite often, so if you see their names pop up, you can sub to them as well. They've got good content. You get out of the game what you put in. Pretty much. In terms of time, yeah. In terms of money, sometimes you can put in a lot of money and get nothing for it, so don't think you're going to instantly get something for money. I think if you're brand new to the game, something that you 100% should do is sign up to Survivors Club for the free week. 100%. And then you'll get 7 characters in the first week. Just there's a video I did about that as well, where it was like how to sign up to Survivors Club and cancel it straight away. So you get 7 free pulls, and you could potentially get a really nice character from that, but the minimum you're going to get is 7 4-stars, which when you're new is actually really good. It's still really good to get 4 stars early on. And you see that right now it says open 1 times daily free. That's what you'd be able to do. Just time it with a good character. Like right now Holly's good, but she's only up for 11 more hours. Right now Pamela's the like weekly promo, which is like a first time character. she's up for one more day. She isn't that great if you're new. I don't think she's going to change your team too much. There are characters that are much better than her. Like last week's with Alice was amazing. It's amazing for me as a veteran. Would be amazing for a new player. I hope they give us some new characters, some nice characters in Season 3, like a Decap or Disarm. Yeah, fingers crossed they give us something useful. They could have done it last season, but, I mean, yeah. They've kind of narrowed what is useful in the game by making revives so overpowered and so prevalent. So, in doing so, there's only certain things that are useful to give as rewards now. They've kind of boxed themselves in. It's their own fault. Hey, what can you do? What can you do? Let's pop a can. I'm gonna do one can, and then I'm gonna end it there. I think we're gonna watch a movie tonight. If any of you wanted to do a movie night. I know some of you are interested in that sometimes, some of you aren't. I'm not sure what we're gonna watch though. What's the difference between a 5-star and a 5-star star? Can a 5-star ascend as well? Or some of them? The orange star, you can see that the 6 stars, all the 6 orange stars means they're a 6-star. But the ones that are all 6 stars came from ones that have an orange star as a 5-star. And you can see ones that can be 6 stars. In the top left-hand corner it says view 6-star. So you can see how good their 6-star is, basically. Some of them are not good. Like some of them you'll see the 6-star and go, oh, that looks cool, but it isn't actually that good. Some of them are just stats, basically. Like, let me see. There's a character that I've had for ages. I don't think he's a great 6-star personally. I know some people are fine with him. He's basically looks like Captain America in The Walking Dead. But I don't think he's that great. He's definitely not great on defense. But he could be good on attack. I'm not 100% certain. You can only really know if someone's great on attack if you've used them like a lot. I guess he could be okay on attack. He's got a 2-turn taunt. On defense, I've never had a problem with him, ever. I mean, Tyrese has been more of a problem for me on defense, and I don't really have much problem with Tyrese. Men in Black Classic. We might watch a classic, you know. We might watch one that's been around for a while. We watched Bird Box last time. That was interesting. I hadn't seen that. That was interesting. I thought that was pretty decent. I like Blue Abe. I mean, I like him as a 5-star. I wish he kept Hemorrhage. Hemorrhage as a 6-star would be so good. I know that I can't question it, right? Can a normal 5-star become 6-star? Yes, it can. It can. But it's what happens is, I'll show you when I finish this map. Like basically, come on. Click. There we go. Basically, when you're just playing randomly, a character can just become an ascendable. You see Donnie here? He was a 5-star. This was him. He's an old 5-star. He just one day became an ascendable. So out of nowhere, he can become ascendable. Then there was leaks of him, so it was known a little bit ahead of time. But one day, like, any of these guys could become an ascendable. And they could get that orange star. Any of these guys. But until they are leaked or until it's known, then they potentially could never become a 6-star as well. I mean, they did say that they hope to make all older 5-stars ascendable. And I think the way most people do it, like when you ascend a character, like who have I got who's maxed out? I mean, I might ascend someone right now, to be honest. No, I'm not gonna. But like, let's see this guy. I'm not gonna send him. Need to unlock. When you ascend a character, you pick 8 characters to ascend him with, and what you can do is sort by name. That's how I do it, and then you can see all the characters that you've got by name. The best things to use to ascend are duplicates. That means characters where you've got 2 of them. Like, while I have 4 Abrahams, they're all different ones. And then, like Darius. I like Darius as a 5-star because he's a buffing character, so I kind of like him. But if you didn't, you could just say, I don't want him, but it's always good to keep one of the Darius. You know? It's never good to use both of them. It's always good to hold on to one of them. Just because you just never know. If he did become an ascendable, you never know how good he's going to be. Eric was made a revive and he wasn't a revive 5-star, so you just never know. Okay, same with Eugene. He's pretty useful on SR, so I don't mind keeping 2. But the same sort of deal. He's a duplicate. Go through duplicates first. And the reason you do this is because they could become an ascendable. Now, characters that have already got an ascendable, like Kenny, I've already got him at 6-star, so I don't really need the 5-star, to be honest. I don't need the 5-stars anymore. I just have them to level up and get level up points at this point. And that's basically how you do it. You shouldn't just get rid of characters for the sake of it. Like, I've already got Mirabelle as a 6-star, so I probably will use her, both of these 2, the next time it comes round. But I'm actually going to be doing an ascension. And I think the next character I'm going to ascend is going to be Tara. She's already, like, reasonable level, I think. There we go, 64. She's getting there. She's getting there. I managed to get round 50 on the Blood of the Dead solo. On Blood of the Dead. Get to round 50 on Blood of the Dead. I don't know what that is. What's that? Do you have a dual monitor setup? Yes, I do. Yeah, I kind of have to. It's really useful when you're streaming and you have dual monitors. I've got chat and my stream software on one monitor. I've also got just my dashboard for my live stream, like from YouTube on one monitor, and on the other monitor I got the game. I like to have the game in full screen when I'm streaming, but when I'm not streaming I don't have the game in full screen. I have it quite small in the corner because I don't need to look at it. Pretty much, I just don't need to look at it. By the way, I'm lacking good heroes. I've got 6-star Rosita, 6-star Noya, 6-star Tyrese, and another 6-star with Revive. It's strong. Forgot the name. Leader is 5. Senable. Javi. Any good advice on what hero to aim for? Anyone you can get. There isn't really any characters you can aim for in this game. There isn't any characters you can aim for. I would say you want to try and get this character. You go to your depot. And in survival markers, you want to get this character called Ezekiel. He's one of the only characters that you can get consistently within survival markers. You have to do survival road to get the markers. And he isn't an ascendable, he's just a 5-star, but he's really a really good 5-star. He's good for world map as a new player. He's good for, you know, everything. He's even good for some attack teams in raids. But he's mainly just good for everything in the game except raiding. He's not very good for a defense team just because he's a 5-star, but he'll make your gaming just easier to play. He'll make all your characters stronger when you go onto road maps and stuff. War tokens. See, I mean, I want war tokens, but why would I want to buy all this? Why? Come on, game. Come on, game. Where was it? This one. Oh my god. Maybe there's a crate that's popped up now. Tokens or coins. What is this? Okay. Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Let's get back to the roadmap. Do the easy one first. Now, even though I don't need these medals, I still do it every week just because I don't want it to be a problem. Tara is my new favorite toon, equipped with her with Maggie double attack weapon. Thanks for the stream, lock. Have a good movie night. Thanks, Cygnus, man. Thanks. Have a good evening, man. Cheers. K1 Williams, how often do they release Ascendance list? I don't think there's going to be another Ascendance list. I've got this idea that it's probably never going to be another Ascendance list now. If they didn't release it for the first 4 characters that are going to be released, like we've had 2 released and the next 2 are like they're going to be working on it now, then they're not going to release it at all pretty much. Which is a shame. Like I said, it would have been nice of me as a content creator to be able to create content around it. People like to save their characters and stuff, so. What are you going to do, guys? What are you going to do? Do you have any news? No, I don't. I don't have any news about any new Ascendance characters. How do you think Williams serves as a shield? I want to know. I came up against him a few times in war, and he is tanky. It can be quite hard to take him down, but he's free AP gain. And if anybody's got a bypass, like a focus bypass, you're basically just giving them that for free because of his weapon. So I don't think he's that good, personally. If someone hasn't got a... if they haven't got a focus rush, then he's really hard to kill. Because as much as you're going to rush him down, he's going to get revived. And he's going to heal himself constantly. He's well annoying because of that. But if they've got focus rushes, he's really, really easy to bypass. I'm leveling Dr. Stevens 5-star bot instead of Ezekiel. Dr. Stevens isn't too bad. But Ezekiel's the best character in there for sure. What mod should I equip? I guess you haven't got many mods to select from. But you want to, yeah, like Aaron said, go for some crit to make his Guardian shield pop a little bit. Oshi team was insane with William. I would have killed it if I had a melee team. I don't like it was really hard in war for me on Upson because I don't have a melee attack team. I only have a ranged one. So the second I come in a war with where range does well, I can score points really easily. Basically. What mods should I put on Eric? I can show you the mods I put on my Eric. It's up to you whether you want to do that too, but pretty much defensive ones is the way to go. Keep it nice and defensive. You can do 2 resistances if you want, but I prefer stats over resistance because stats is a guarantee, whereas resistance, like let's say if you put in, let's say, taunt resist and stun resist, if they don't attack you with any taunt or stun characters, those two slots are actually useless. So stun resist is a good minimum, just because stun is just everywhere, and there are 2 types of weapons that have it. But defense is 100% going to be working all the time. HP is going to be working all the time. But Eric is really, really tanky. Yo, what's up, Hot Boy? How much money do I make per video on average? I don't know. I'm not really going to talk about that, if I'm honest. But it's decent. It's decent. It's not too bad. But it's taken a long time to get to this stage in YouTube. It's not easy, man. Okay, let me show you my Eric. But it also depends on the video, if you understand how YouTube works. And also January, this time of year, is really bad for videos. If you didn't know that. It's really bad for YouTube in January. January is not the time to be making videos. Okay, there's the comment mods I use. I need a gold stun resist. I should have maybe swapped in a gold stun resist, but I just wanted to keep it on my other revive because I figured he'd be targeted more. I think most people would ignore Eric. Yo, what's up, Marek? You're gonna sub? Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. If you wanna keep up to date with the content and you are a subscriber, make sure you hit that notification bell. I don't really push my stuff too much in terms of like asking you guys to like and subscribe stuff. I do an overlay at the beginning of my videos. I don't know. I just find it hard to ask people to subscribe and like my stuff. So I appreciate that you do. If you do like my videos, I know there's going to be guys who like every time my video comes up, they just hit the like button. And I really appreciate that. It means a lot. Like it makes my channel more successful, basically, if people do that. You know, if a video has 1,000 likes, I think the way the YouTube stuff works is that it just gets spread around more. So my video gets seen more and that sort of thing. So it's really good. So yeah, these are the mods I use. And I think on a defense team, if you've got a character for defense, you should always use the trait that they can get wrecked by. So tough can get wrecked by fast. Just increases tough defense, basically. The auxiliary, I went with defense while stunned. My theory here is because he's a generation 2 6-star, which means he's already got increased stats. If he does get stunned, which is likely to happen because he's got a bad stun resist, his defense will just rocket like really, really high. Which would be, I've come up against some characters where that's happened. That's really annoying. So the only way you can stop Eric is by doing another CC. You cannot stop him with stun because he can just hold on because he's got that. I think that could work really well. You can pure damage him down. Obviously, burn and bleed can just go through his armor. That's pretty strong. GB said. He's fine with it. He's fine with it though. What's up, Jack? How you doing? Group of gamers, how you doing, man? I'll be sure to hit the notification bell because it's nice to see someone who plays this game and records it. Yeah, yep. I'm happy to, man. I'm happy. Dude, I have so few defense mods. That is a great setup on him. Yeah, it works pretty well from what I've heard. I went with stats over resists because basically, like I said before, stats will work against everyone. Whereas if I put a confuse resist in here and they attacked with someone, if they attack with a team that didn't have any confuse, it's actually just a pointless mod. While the difference is only 500 HP, it could mean something. That's an extra, right now on his base, that's an extra 25% HP. Hey Bloodline man, how you doing? How you doing? How's it going, guys? Welcome to the bonus stream. Hope your war weekend was as enjoyable as possible. Let's be real for a minute, a lot of the RTS community is cancer. Well, I think they just group together in the same area, which is generator forums, and just lash out and let their feelings out negatively. Which is a shame, like I said before, like the forums are paid for by Scopely. They actually have to pay for those forums, that isn't free. And I just don't think the community uses it very well, which is a shame. I don't know. I think it's a lot of people who play Road to Survival, it might be the very first game they've ever played. So they don't understand how games work. How the gaming industry works. I've played, I'm kind of a veteran. I know a lot of games. I play a lot of games. So I kind of used to certain things. So yeah. I have one more question. What weapon stat should I use for Eric? I use, I think I started with a defensive rifle, or no, I think it was Jesus rifle. Basically, defensive stuff. You want to try and get Impair on defense on him though, that'd be really good. So I'll show you the Eric again. We'll go back. Back. Okay, he's top left. The weapon I use is that one. I didn't get good on the final upgrade. It got a 3% upgrade instead of 5%. I think the Jesus rifle is base 25% HP. Or you can use Lee's shotgun, which has base 30%. Unless you didn't do that event. But he has base 30% defense. There is another gun. I think it's Rosita's rifle. I think I upgraded one. It looks cool. It looks cool for the upgraded. There you go. But I'd have AP on attack on it so he gets his rush more often. Because once he gets his rush off once, everyone's got an extra 40% defense, and that can be really nice. But Eric is a character who's really good, especially as a leader, because he's like the defense buff is alone is really strong. All teammates get 40% defense for 3 turns. That means everyone's got basically their rush, their defense boosted all the time, unless you lock Eric somehow, which is possible. You can impair him, you can stun him and stuff like that, but is Graze good for Koa? Sure, you'll reduce the incoming damage. That works. I use Graze on Koa. Shields are the ones that are really useful to have double resists on, so that you've got less chance of them getting moved around. And I guess stun on defense, stun, resist, and confuse or taunt. Confuse or taunt in this slot is decent. Don't think I have a better one. How many confuse resist have I got? Okay, they're different types, but 5. Sorry, stun, taunt resists. Got a lot of taunt resists. Lutz. What is a great attack team against Yellow Jesus Shield? Like generally speaking, a green team. If you've got Alice, that's why I wanted Alice so much, because Yellow Jesus. If you mean the Yellow Jesus Shield, you see, it really depends on the leader a lot of the time. Because Yellow Jesus can go behind blues. He can go behind... There might be a red leader for him. Yeah, there's Donnie. Donnie's a new leader. So he can go behind different teams. You know, Jesus could go on this guy's team, which is going to be interesting. I'm going to look forward to seeing these teams. It's going to be pretty horrible. Stun on defense and absolute defense. 2 of the more powerful specials, and they've got really good support characters as well, reds and yellows, and defense team's all about support, and they've got strong revives. You're going to have Lydia and Erica on the same team, so after the first turn, after the first set of rushes, Erica and Lydia could give them 100% bonus HP, or I think 95. I think Erica's 35%, right? I always think she's 40%, but she's actually 35, yeah. So 95% bonus HP, which is going to be, it's going to be horrible to deal with. How did everyone get Yellow Rick? He was a login reward. I think he was a login reward. He was part of a stash, and you got a stash token for logging in. I think it was part of Rise to Power. I can't really remember how it worked. If you search my channel, I did an announcement for the Rise to Power event. There's been a lot of events since then. I now realize Marlon is super effective versus Eric Leeds. Eric can have greens behind him though. So you potentially could get wrecked. It really depends on what other characters they've got. Like, I've got a damage dealing blue behind Eric, but someone else could have a damage dealing green. Like, if they had Violet behind Eric, she's a really good, like, support character, but she can do a lot of damage. That rush is nasty. Abe Sturdy camo rifle. Yeah, that has 25% HP as well, right? Does anyone know if there will be a Diamond League rewards and if leaks out? The leaks aren't out, but I don't think there's Diamond League rewards. There's already a Platinum one up. I have the Reflect damage mod on my Koa alongside Stun and Confuse Resist. Yeah, Reflect is good because it can, if someone brings a Guardian 2, it can knock down Guardian 2 shields, which is pretty useful. I'm not sure if my characters are dying. Okay, it's down. I see the team you came up against, yeah. That's pretty good, though. That's pretty good. Lots of damage. Koa goes off pretty quickly when his AR and active is maxed. Probably attack down, resist. I wouldn't raise his AR. Don't raise his AR. Two times Violet. Yeah, Violet is really strong. I'd say she's like one of the strongest defense characters. I got Danny from Ascension. Donnie, I guess you mean. First try, lucky day for me. Congrats, congrats. Imagine if Carl was Gabe, yeah. I mean, imagine if Carl was Eric. Same deal. And still have greens behind it. Because those are all greens, right? Yeah, those are all greens. With two violets, you don't need a Gabriel because you've got active revives already. Eric would be better with the defense boost. That would be pretty solid. Lydia is a nightmare alone. Yeah, Lydia is pretty annoying. I think behind Donnie as well, she's going to be mad annoying because she's going to be rushing more often. She's going to be rushing turn 3 with Donnie rush. Got to test that out a little bit. Once I've completed this roadmap, I'll show you a potential team that I'm going to put together before the next war. Oh, look, it's Donnie. Is this 5-star Donnie? Yes. Still waiting on red revive some supply depot. Good luck. If you're waiting on a specific character from supply depot, it can be really hard to just. It can be really random to get them. Gabe has that total cleanse though. Yeah, true that. If I had Gabe and I got Eric, I'd probably sacrifice one of the violets. If I'm honest, as maybe ridiculous as that sounds. Who was the other character? Oh, I'd sacrifice Solange straight away. Yeah, 100%. That cleanse screwed me quite a few times last weekend. Yeah, you just don't. I just didn't expect it. I didn't expect it. Okay, let me show you the team in my other region. The reason I ascended Donnie on my other region so quickly was because of that. Yeah, 4 times messages. You don't need to do 4 times messages. Just you can do the message once. Okay, so here's like an idea. I still really desperately needed a shield on this region. But right now, if I get blue, red, yellow, or green shield, I can make it work on a defense team, which is really useful. So the team I'm thinking of, just testing out. The problem is I'm going to lose revives. I'm going to lose Dante, pretty much. I'm not sure about other characters around this. I'm not really sure if I'm honest. I haven't leveled her up or anything. I only just claimed her. You saw me claim her earlier. So you can... Straight away I've got a revive and an active revive. And the great thing about Lydia behind Donnie is she will get the bonus from his rush to go off a little bit earlier. And then if I had a shield, I'd put like a Jesus shield there. And then the last character, I'm not really sure. I'd probably try and put a hazard in there. Like an actual attacking character. Or maybe like an Eris. Yeah, actually Eris would be pretty good as well. Eris would go off a turn earlier behind Donnie. And Eris's rush is annoying. Behind Donnie, Eris is good. Didn't really think of that. Didn't think of that. I need to get her weapon maybe a bit better then. The reason these characters are good behind Donnie is because he has the 20% to 2 teammates bonus AP. And that goes to the people with the highest AP. And after his first rush, that would be Lydia and Eris. Basically. What the deal with your order to your team? I just put them in a random order. But I wouldn't put the same trait next to each other most of the time, because if you put the same trait next to each other, they're going to get line rushed. And if someone has a trait damage line rush, 2 people are taking trait damage. Clem could be used. Yeah, I could use Red Clem for a bit of taunt in there. I could also use League Zeke. You know, there are a couple of characters. Still need to ascend League Zeke. Yeah, Red Clem could use in there for a bit of taunt. Not many people have taunt resist on attack teams. Who else? Could use Laurie. I think Laurie works pretty decently on defense teams. Don't have any buffs though in this team, right? With Zeke, there'll be... I mean, there'll be a lot of taunt because Sandy's got taunt as well. So you got stun, right? It's a 2-turn stun for 1 turn to 2 enemies. Oh no, wait. Yeah, 1 turn. So it's a 2-turn stun. And he's got a little bit of a heal and a bit of damage. What does the damage go up to? 425%. Yeah. I don't know. I think defense teams are much easier to build for free to play. We seem to get okay defense characters, but attack teams, I'm still using such old characters, basically. That team is going to be a nightmare. Potentially. I mean, I'm not really sure what traits you take in against that. You can't take greens. And greens are the best attack teams in terms of control. You can't take blues because blues are the best. And blues are the best damage attack teams. So you're sort of limiting yourself to reds, which have a little bit of control potential, but I will use stun resist. Or you can take yellows who don't have much attack potential because they don't have any attack weapons. So it's relying massively on rushes, which some of them have really, really strong rushes as well, to be honest. They've got really good attacking rushes, but... I'm realizing that right now that I'm stuck with a lot of Gen 1 6 stars for my teams. I mean, it doesn't make that much of a difference, but... The Gen 2 6 stars is just going to be stronger, and there's going to be more released. 2 of them are free to play now, though, so you can potentially get them if you want to ascend for them. I don't think I've got any ascensions here, have I? I already just did an ascend on this region. No, I don't. I do not. Worth buying the alpha offer for $71.99? Probably not, no. I would say Alpha on her own is not that good. I was really happy at getting her because I really like her as a character. The only reason Alpha is useful for me is because I have 2 of her. And now I have Conrad as well. Like, you need a lot of collateral to make it work. It doesn't work with just 1 Alpha, basically. Not really. Alpha is not really that good. However, the Andra offer is good if you're newer. You also get the gear on top of that. Kind of cheap. I mean, if you need Andra, maybe. But Alpha's just good because of having another Alpha. That's the main reason she's good. Would Eric lead Kelly, Violet, Solange, and AOW healing Maggie? Be good for a team. AOW healing. Is that All Out War? That's the blue? Kelly. I guess that would be okay. That would be okay. You've not got a shield, so you're gonna have issues. Generally, without a shield, it's gonna be issues. G2 Zeke and Tyrese along with Rosita. I remember 6-star Tyrese. He was so good. Since I have 3 of her, you think it would work? Is this a thing? I'm not sure. Is this a thing that's going on right now? Try and keep your messages to just 1 message. The only way to get the test tubes are from level up. There might be another level up. People didn't think there would be test tubes in today's level up. But there might be another level up. Oh, I might actually just use my test tubes right now. I might as well, right? How many days? Oh, there probably isn't going to be another level up, is there? Nah. So that was probably your last chance. That was probably your last chance. To be honest, other leaders can I take? I haven't picked a side yet because I'm indecisive. You seriously not done the roadmap yet? Jack, you've only got like 2 days. It's not easy either. Like you can see, like this is the map right now. They are so tanky. And they do a lot of damage. Like if these guys start rushing. Fortunately, I think only she's a damage dealer, so I should take her out first, really. Look at that, Shira Rush did like 5k, still didn't kill her. Fortunately, their rushes are really slow. This is just 1 stage. Maggie is overall better than John. Pretty much, Maggie is overall better than John. But if you want that AP down weapon, you gotta go for John. Some people won't use Maggie, so they'll just go for based on the weapon, which is absolutely fine. I picked John right now. I'm trying to get 30% HP on his axe for my co-op. Yep, that's what I think a lot of people got John for, was for the axe. Okay, who's the damage dealer here? You. Actually, I'll get rid of the commands. But I'm building up my red and blue grenades. Red and blue grenades for them and moving into uni slowly down like the game. Yeah, no worries, man. It's all good. You've got a couple of days. You're good. It won't take you that long. It's not going to take you days to finish it, you know. But you don't want to miss out on the freebie characters, especially as there's a good weapon involved. I upgraded my Maggie rifle a little bit. Put 5% attack on it. Going for that huge bonus next. I got Maggie for double attack. Yeah, the AP down is nice, but the double attack is better for my Kenny since I built him as attack. There you go. There you go. I mean, I went for it because I think both the weapons are good, but Maggie could be actually usable for me. I don't think that John would be usable. If he was decap, even though he's one character decap, I would instantly have gone for him. The fact that he's heal reduction is the only thing that put me off. I might try and build a fire starter team just for a laugh. See if that works. Okay, now we come up against the boss. I'll pause it. Look at this guy's stats. 11.5k attack. He stopped one-shotting my characters, so I've got to take him out first. So instantly his attack is cut in half. It's not too bad. I have so many AP down weapons though, and my best blues right now are like Tyen, Andrea and Dwight, Negan and Zeke, so I'm going for her. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, she as a character is really good as well, so yeah, it's not a bad call for sure. What region is this? This is Jeff Davis. Ashley, just contact support. Might be able to help you. I got Maggie in my main region. Nice. His slow AR put me off. I mean, yeah, but if he was a decap, even with that slow AR, I still would have taken him. You think SR Zeke is good bring in? Yeah. I mean, he makes all of my characters 60% more powerful. He's really good. Best melee support character in the game. I mean, theoretically, you could say that Green Heath is better, but the problem is with Green Heath, if you try and auto with Green Heath, he will command people, and I don't want him to command people. I want him to be doing his buffs. But like with Zeke, he's got his heal. Like, look, all my characters are full HP. Zeke and a Guardian, and these guys have got 5k damage, and look how much health my people have got. Everyone's full HP. Everyone's got Guardian 2 shields everywhere. It's solid. They're solid. So this was the last roadmap, and I just autoed it. It wouldn't have been really any different with Maggie instead of Gator. It probably would have been easier, if I'm honest. Because she actually has a rush that does something. What about Kate 5-star? Yeah, she has focus. That's basically what I'm going to do. Is this is the team I use for attack teams against range teams at the moment. It's down here. No, where did I put my teams? Can't even remember. I might have deleted the team. There we go. And I'm going to put Maggie here instead of Kate. They'll get their rushes the same speed, but Maggie will be able to impair them. I'll put an impair gun on Maggie. Maybe. Still not sure how to gear her out. Should get her focus turn 2 though. That's the most important thing. Like turn 2 command, turn 3 rush. Kate is nice, but not as useful as Zeke due to no shields for her focus. Kate's good on the attack team to help you bypass shields. If you take her on her team against ranged characters, she won't take any trait damage. She'll generally not be focused as well. Any thoughts on what will be in the League store or any tunes you would love to see? We talked about it a little bit earlier. I kind of expect there to be fast characters in there. At least 1, maybe 2. We could see 1 or 2 fast characters. I think one of the unique characters is going to be fast, that's for sure. You still buy mods from the depot? Yeah. My thing is quite low at the moment, the amount of stuff I've got, just because I bought some gear recently. I bought a lot of these and these. As you can see, I'm down to 4 bandoliers and I'm down to 2 of these. But once I'll buy the rest of these gold mods when it comes up this week. I should have enough to buy these ones as well, because even though I don't have enough right now, I should get enough in level ups between now and then. What do I get for the next one in level up? 2.4k. I'll hit 2.4k, which is one of those mods basically. I should be okay. My Blue Andra dies way too early. Blue Andra on an attack team. I can't remember how I modded mine. I might have put a defense mod on her. I've found that putting defense mods on some of these characters can help. I've quite kitted out attacking actually. I don't know. I put a defense mod on my Tyrese because his defense is so low. And that seems to help keep him alive a little bit. The second I come up against a yellow, like a dodgy yellow, like a Guardian 2 Zeke on one of these range teams, and he rushes, he melts my tough characters, unfortunately. Just watched my Walking Dead final season. Okay, thanks for watching. Don't talk about it too much in here because there are spoilers in that, and some people haven't played it. So, if you wanna reply to that video, I will check the comment out though. I have not picked a tune. Sorry, what's that? I have not picked a tune from the League store yet because I wanted to see where we ended, and I can either get Tara and Naya or just Sandy. I heard Naya is bugged though, so I'm skeptical. Naya is bugged. How's Naya bugged? I could pretty much do the same. Like, that's what I could do, and I just claimed Sandy earlier on in the stream. I'm hoping that we get the season tokens from the missions before the end of the season, so I can get Tara as well. That'd be nice. Should I buy Eric for 55k? If you don't have him already, I'd say yeah, he's worth it. Full price, he's worth it. He's a really good 6-star. Really good. We deserve a fast disarm or something similar. A fast decap or a fast disarm would be great. If it's a unique character, I could see them not being like mega powerful because they're going to be free to play. But I'd like something. I want to see the season 3 leaks and then decide who to go for. His name is Charlie, damage dealer and weapon taunts. I think there was that was season 4. The name of him was season 4 leaks, so it's hard to know. He could be season 2. He could be season 3. We don't really know what's happening. There is this thing that popped up a couple of weeks ago, and people are just trying to guess what it means. These things, the baseball cap and the Letterman jacket. And as you can see in the description, it says used to upgrade League's exclusive characters. We don't know how that's going to work. There could be a new tier of League's characters which are really expensive but much better. Like there could be ones that are like 50k, and they're much more expensive, but they are much better, and they require these to upgrade. And I don't know how you get these. You know, we don't know a lot of this stuff. Basically, we don't know. There's obviously some changes coming to League's store characters. We just don't know how it's going to work. Let me see. When he attacks or defends. It's when he attacks, he has 100% chance to taunt if his HP is more than 60%, but it can still get resisted. That's what's on his weapon when it was leaked, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's what it is when, you know, it actually happens. That's why I prefer to have G2 tune on my offense. I got Wanderer full price from the depot recently and I still have like 46k. Sandy looks nice, but I'm waiting for a decap or a Guardian. I mean, you could be waiting a long time. They may never put one in League Store. We can hope, but they may never put one in. Pretty much. Sandy, yeah, what if we get Glenn or Ben? What if we get Glenn or Ben? What do you mean? We still don't have the items for the armory that have been there for over a year. Wondering what will be done with those. I don't know, man. You heard it here first. Decap and Disarm coming to League Store Season 3. It'll be really nice if one of those, particularly I'd say, particularly Disarm, because as much as it's hard to get the cap, you can get the cap. Like I'm lucky enough that I've got a 6-star Tyrese and a 6-star Alpha on both my regions. Some people haven't got either, you know. Wow, her damage is high, 3,100. She's got high damage, but her rush, I mean, I don't think she's a great character. Honestly, I don't think this Alpha is that good. You know, she's good because she's got Decapitate. But her rush isn't that powerful. It's really hard. It is really hard to kill people with her. They have to already be weak or or death downed. She isn't that strong. Her rush is the percentage is so low. 325% is so low. I'm pretty sure that's like only a little bit more powerful than Mirabelle stun rush. You know, I can pretty much pick any other character. Like Wyatt probably does the same damage on Wyatt, but Wyatt does more damage because of the hold the line. Wyatt could do sick amounts of damage. Like Abraham, 500%. That's when it starts getting into good amounts. 450, 500 is what you want on a rush to do damage, like minimum. I think Shiva's 550, right? 550. Then you just start climbing up. This guy's 600s over 2 shots. Blue Dwight 700s, Ico 725, and Andrew's 800. So yeah. If you have Jeremiah, then Alpha. Yeah, true enough. I think I can't remember my team. That's the team. No, that's not the team. My melee team is not that great, but this is the team I used for War Melee. It was okay. It was okay. Connor's debuff down, and then Alpha Rush and Zeke buff. I get attack bonus from leader skill. The only problem I had was my weapon didn't have AP on attack for the first day. Then I got an AP on attack buff from doing it in armory, and it was only very large, so I've already wiped it. So I'm going for huge. So yeah, great fun. Lots of fun. 23-4. 17 energy. Jeremiah is decent, but I still won't use him. He's good against melee teams. Like if I had, like I really wanted this character. If I would have got this character, I would just been so happy. It's probably like if I could pick any character in the game right now, I'd take this character, 100%. Yesterday I pulled 6-star alert Herschel. Congrats. Guardian 2 on a red. Nice. €3 looking for a top or second faction to move to. I would recommend trying the forums. There are some posts with links to like Discords and stuff and line chats. And there is a section in the forums to advertise to join regions. I wish Andrea's damage would have been higher with her AR because she was the tune to use on teams back in the day. Remember, I used the Quaker teams that ran 4 of her and Shirley, or 3 of her in command. The only thing with that is teams that used a lot of Andreas were susceptible to like turn 1 rush teams. You could use yellow turn 1 rush teams and take her out really easily. You think Garrett is good? I have like 2 of him, but 1 is unleveled. I have 2 as well. I've never really used him. Where is he? There he is. Never really used him. He's not a good defense leader because greens can attack that team pretty easily. I mean, it really depends on the characters you've got, I guess. I don't know. But I don't think he's spectacular. He can have a bit of an annoying rush. But generally, I'm okay for it to go off. The pain split doesn't help. I'd kind of write off characters that have pain split on defense teams. That's the thing, I never had those then, yeah. It's just the problem is you're going to be susceptible to green damage. I did nearly 20 pulls for Holly and only got 5-star march toward Jesus. Got my museum collection. Maybe he'll be a 6-star down the road. Yep, he could be. Might be a while, but yeah. Garrett can be nice due to his taunt, but I really would use him on as attack, not defense. Yeah, I don't think he's great on defense. It's just a shame his leader skill is a defensive one. If it was an attacking one, if his leader skill was instead of HP or defense, just one of those 2 stats was attack instead, he'd be an okay attack leader. Not great, but okay. Because you can take him against range teams and do pure trait damage. And he would have been decent. But yeah. But yes. His taunt rush is, yeah, it is annoying, but a lot of people run focus on attack teams, especially now with this Maggie. People are going to have focus a lot, and focus makes it so you can't get taunted. Focus makes it so you can't get confused. So those taunt defense teams and stuff, and focus attack, taunt and confused defense teams are going to be really easier to like take down now, which is good because I kind of find those teams hard to deal with. Even with their 6-star teams, your character's just ping-ponging all around the place, taking like all this taunt and stuff, and it's really annoying to deal with. Okay, this is where I could run into trouble, but fortunately I can splash damage around the shield. Okay, it doesn't matter. But I don't have any focus, so I just got auto basically. Who's the rarest character? I guess the characters that are promos more recently. Okay, I should probably actually focus on what I'm doing. There we go. So while I can't auto, want to actually just focus the attacks. They can't comment at this time if there were. I mean, I think JB replied to someone asking if it would, and he said no on the forums. It's never happened before, so I don't know why people would assume it would. Focus only works before taunt and confuse, doesn't it? Yeah, but I mean, you would focus straight away when you get that rush up. Red Indomitable Andrea. Yeah, she's one as well. Oh, one sec. Team build on Saturday. I think so. I think that's the plan. That's the hope. I should probably focus on what I'm doing. Best quote of 2019. Well, I mean, I looked at the corner of my eye as I was reading chat, and I saw like someone died. There was no Andrea in there. There's no Andrea there. I saw your comment. It got deleted. Who deleted it? GBZ deleted your comment. Get wrecked. You could get Rosita and you could get them both. There were different rewards. Rosita was the tier 3. She was Rosita, Yumiko, Victor, or who else? Sandy? Sandy. This Saturday. Yeah, that's the hope. That's the hope. Unless you're not talking about this. Unless you're not talking about this. I still haven't claimed this one because I'm not sure. I've got the one on the far right. The one on the far left is in depot. But Mirabelle and Michonne are rare, so like hard to get. So if one of them became an ascendable, I'd want to have them already. Yeah, Sandeep. I think it can also be Negan. I think if you're new to the game, it's Negan. Not 100% certain how it works, to be honest. Have I really got to wait 23 hours to do another scavenge mission? My God. My God. Okay. Okay. Okay, switch to my other region. Spend whatever energy I've got there and I'll probably be ending the stream. I don't know who I got, but I remember I didn't get her and I wish I did because I don't have a healer. That's really good. I mean, that was the one I recommended to people in the video. It was either her or Sandy. But I did recommend Rosita because she's just useful. As much as I don't use her that often, when it comes up to like Faction Assault, you need healers. And if I can only take raids, Rosita's awesome. You know? None of them are really that great on raid teams. Sandy's okay. I don't think she's more of a combo character. There are other Death Downs which are just as good. Like there's Javi, who you could argue is better because of the buff that he gives. There's also Connor. Whereas you can't get red healers very easily. They did give out one like a month or two later in Zeke, but yeah. What was I coming to this region to check? I was trying to look at Rosita. Yeah. Need to just check your roster, see who you've actually got on your roster then. Because you're either going to have Sandy, Victor, or Yumiko, which you claimed. I would guess you probably claimed Sandy. Just a guess. Okay. Walkers? I didn't think it would be walkers. Rate your attack team. Javi, Conrad, Marlon, Maggie, Naya. If that's the burn Maggie, yeah, that'd be pretty nice. Just make sure you've got a burn mod on somebody. You got Sandy. I mean, if you get... You said you've got Alpha, right? If you get an Alpha to 6-star, that'd be a really good combo. But yeah, your attack team is pretty good, piece of cake. I mean, it's doing two things at the same time. You're doing burn and pure damage, which is interesting. Got a lot of damage dealers on your team. Probably don't need them all. Could probably make 2 different teams. Why is this walkers? I thought this was humans. What am I doing right now? I am doing the Ascendance roadmap, right? Victor is best tuned from that choice, in my opinion. To a certain extent, I agree. But now that we've got Nox, there was always going to be another neutralized melee come out, and that was the only reason he was like good, in my opinion. I don't think they rate Neutralize very highly, which is good for free-to-plays. Because I think Neutralize is actually pretty good. Even though it counts as Impair now. I don't think it did at one point. Yellow Sandy maxed out is amazing with the right mods. She is a huge part of my defense team for stun and damage. Impair, yeah. I've never had an issue with her on a defense team. But I can see her being useful on an attack team. But I guess I'm kind of fortunate compared to most in terms of I have pretty deep roster in terms of I can just take whoever I want into an attack. So I don't have to take trait damage characters in. And they're not really doing these offers. Oh well. How much money you waste on this game? I do the monthly pass, which costs £7. And I get like, I'd say like 4 or 5.99 pence to £1.99 offers a month as well. So I spend about $15 a month. But it used to be less because I only bought the monthly pass alone for ages. And then they started doing these like decent value offers. I got Victor. Victor is good. He's an all-round solid character, 100%. I'm just S4. Don't worry. Don't worry. It takes time, but your rating will go up. Focus active is amazing. I really hate the focus active to 3. I really hate it. I'm going to be honest. I guess Shield Lee will be becoming ascendable soon. I'm feeling it. Well, good luck. If you're right, I'll be happy. Just know that all future ascendables are most likely going to be Generation 2, so they're not likely to make a shield very early because you're going to get a Generation 2 shield. If they were ever going to do a shield, they would have done it Generation 1. And the fact they didn't do a Generation 1 ascendable just shows you like you know what's overpowered in the game because it's just not in it's not in free to play, you know. There's no shield free to play. We just got Revive free to play, which is I'm still like baffled why we get this character. Like it's so strange that he's so obviously the best free to play character we got. It's just it seems almost like it was a mistake. Like they didn't realize they put Revive on him, or it's like someone just like went into Scopely HQ the night before he got released and added Revive on the first line, and then he got released as a Revive. And then after it got released, they can't really remove it. Hopefully someone does that again and puts decap in specialist skill on someone who's actually a decent damage dealer, you know? I mean, honestly, Eric is just so off compared to every other free-to-play character. It's not even funny. Like let's just put it this way. He's free to play and he's part of the meta. That just doesn't happen. I hope Lee gets a 6-star. I mean, there is the blue one. What's up, Coach? Coach AD English. You say you never get called Coach, right? What should I call you? English? ADE? I don't know what I should call you. I have Eris almost maxed out, and she is OP. She can be pretty good on defense teams. I've come back up against teams with Eris, and it gets kind of annoying. The AK is the new threat weapon that came out from Dwight. Yeah, it is. Where you get an AK? It's an old weapon. It's from the event. I don't know if it's actually an AK though. I think it's it kind of looks like one, but I don't think it is. I can't remember the other name of the gun that looks quite a lot like an AK. But yeah, I'll go ahead and say fine, it can be an AK. You got your Maggie yet? Yeah, I've leveled her up a little bit. I'm not going to super rush her. I do kind of want her to be ready for the next war. I don't really have enough stuff to upgrade her, and I kind of want to upgrade my Tara, because I've got plans for Tara. I have to test her out a little bit. Where is she? Is she not? Yeah, there we go. She's tier 4 level 1. I might get her there by this next stream. Either this Thursday or the following Thursday. Probably this Thursday. I'll try and get her there. Tara's definitely going to be there by this Thursday. She's going to get 20k extra XP as well because she's in You Got Lucky right now. Eris is a great free-to-play tune. She's got better as well. I always have to join this one at the end because I only get home now. 12:30 midnight on Monday. Yeah, that time difference, man. 3 hours ahead. Holy moly. Yeah, the stream is very close. AD, okay, I'll try and remember. There's a video on how to get that Magna. No, because, I mean, I can just tell you how to get the Magna. Like, you can get Magna right now if you want, guys. It's really, really simple. To get Magna, this one. No, where is she? This one. All you need is 500 gravy boats. That's how simple it is. You get Magna and an Imperial defense weapon. To get 500 gravy boats, you just have to do 160 pulls on the premier recruits, and you get 500. So 160 pulls, which is 32,000 gold, which costs roughly, for me, it costs £340. Let's say £350. So that's like $400. And you can get yourself a Magna guaranteed. not too worth, maybe. She's a Generation 1 character, so it's not super amazing, but it's a modded AK. I can't remember what gun it sort of looks like. There's another weapon that makes me think of. I have enough for Tara, not enough for Red Sandy. Should I pass and wait for next season? It's up to you, man. It's up to you. If you like the look of the character, the only reason I get the characters regardless is no matter what characters come up next season, I'm going to try and get them. Because these are League exclusive characters, they're not going to come around again anywhere else. Pretty much. 340 quid for Magna. Sounds legit. Some people could have a lot of coins saved up. If I had like 30k coins saved up, it could be worth it, to be honest. I mean, if you've got a job where 340 quid might not be a lot for you. Like, there was a time when I was working and the end of my month, I'd have a lot of excess cash, like a lot. And I didn't know what to spend it on a lot of the time. I bought dumb stuff. Fortunately, I was smart as well and I bought good things. Like, I've got a camera right now, which is a Canon camera, which is really expensive. But it's because I had so much excess cash. I was trying to look and to buy things that would actually be decent rather than just spending my money on dumb stuff. I bought a PC. I bought a PC, which I use right now. This was ages ago. But I bought a PC, you know. I bought a house, which I'm living in right now. So I tried to buy smart things. But it's also dumb stuff, so yeah. That means 1,500 are on my local coin. That's a lot, yeah. Imagine if it was all Shivers. You mean in the League store? Potentially could be, I guess. It's doubtful. What's the difference between Generation 2 and Generation 1 characters? 500 stat generally, pretty much. Camilla is the first Generation 2 6-star. If you add up stats, attack, defense, and HP, it adds up to around about 5,300. The character released one before her is Generation 1. You add up his stats, it adds up to about 4,800. So it's just 500 stat. But that's a lot. That's a lot. It's the difference between a 4-star and a 5-star. So effectively, these Generation 2 6-stars are 7 stars. But they're just showing us 6 stars. If they released 7 stars, people would have just gone insane. So it's kind of like a psychological thing of not trying to upset people, but releasing much more powerful characters. The biggest issue for me with these ones is that John and Maggie were both free to play in an event, and they're both Generation 1 when they're released during Generation 2 6-star era. So it's just like, yeah, they should both have Generation 2 stats. If this is going to be a common thing, it could be because they were designed during Generation 1. But if this is going to be a common thing that's going to occur a lot, where free-to-play get Generation 1 characters within events, that's really bad, because most of the characters... I mean, we'll see. We'll watch what happens with these league characters, yeah? If these league characters are Generation 1, it's just going to be annoying. They have to be Generation 2 characters, the uniques. Who is the best human shield? I probably say Jesus. I think Jesus is really good. I think if you've got 2 Jesus, it works really well as well, because his rush is actually really strong. Has anyone made a point on the forums about the option to mass buy food in depot? Used 400 coins on accident in total because of that constant clicking. Just make sure you place your finger or your mouse cursor in the right place. Like, you can see that it doesn't even go close to it. So the way I do it is I click it on the left hand side of the claim button, and you get into a rhythm, and I just click it right on the edge really quickly. Not saying that I don't think it should be added, it really should be added, but you also have to confirm that. I'm pretty sure you have to confirm that, so don't, if you do click that by accident. I had a problem with my mouse recently where it was double clicking. That was messing me up. So I was double clicking stuff by accident, and I nearly bought stuff that way. I didn't mean to. Okay, let's level up Tara a little bit more. Okay guys, I'm going to end my stream here, and I'm going to start up Rabbit. If you want to join for movie night, you're welcome to. I'm not sure what we're going to watch. It probably won't be a really long movie. It'll be like an hour and a half movie max. It might be... I wanted to watch this one called Tucker and Dale. If you guys want to watch Tucker and Dale. It's like a comedy, but it is a dark comedy. I can't remember. It's kind of like... I don't know. I can't really compare it to anything. It's funny. I haven't seen it in a while. I've never pulled an ascendable or a 6-star from the Premier Recruits. How often do you pull? That's the most important thing. I could probably place higher in tourneys if they allowed it, and same lock. I have a 3-finger tap pattern. Yes, I just tap in the same places every time. Do you have any quick predictions for TW final season episode 4? I think what we did so far is going to make a big difference. Is all I'm going to say. I'm not going to do any spoilers because some people haven't played it in the channel, in the chat. So I'm just really looking forward to it. To be honest, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm still kind of nervous and excited, but yeah, looking forward to it. I think it's March. It comes out in March, right? The date's all like confirmed and everything. Rednecks and college kids enter the Thunderdome. Only one can leave. That's the one. It's such a good movie. It's so funny. And one of the actors in it is like, honestly, one of my favorite actors. It's one of the redneck guys. It's the one that was in Firefly. I like him a lot. He's pretty funny. The other redneck guy is also pretty funny. I think they're both pretty good. But yeah, I'm going to shut down my stream, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. This was a bonus stream. Generally, my bonus streams are only like an hour or 2, but this has crept into nearly the 3rd hour. I'm going to start my my Rabbit stream in like 5 minutes. I'm going to start up pretty quick, and we're going to watch Tucker and Dale versus Evil, I think it's called, which is just a comedy. It's a comedy. If you want to chill out, it's only an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes, so it's not too long. If you want to chill out and watch a movie, you're welcome to join. But yeah, that's the end of my stream. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. And as always, guys, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving. Thank you very much for tuning in. Good night, good day, good morning, whatever it is for you guys. Goodbye, goodbye.